Okay, welcome back, everyone. We're going to pick up on Chapter 6, where we left off in Owl Diaries, Baxter is Missing. And it's called Stinky Squirrels. I don't know, do squirrels actually stink? I've never hung out with one, so in fairness, I've made commentary for them before. When we had a really bad snowstorm, we lost power, and there was nothing to do. There really wasn't. And so my nephew was outside with us, and he said, look, even the squirrels are happier than us. So I made a whole skit about how they were chasing each other over one nut, and how one squirrel was sneaking around in other people's houses. You know what I'm talking about, Mom and Dad. At the time, my nephew was like 16, so yeah, bear with me. It wasn't where he was supposed to be, that's for sure. Anyways, without further ado, we're going to jump right back in. Chapter 6, Stinky Squirrels. Friday. As soon as I got to school, Zara flew over to me. She did not look happy. I checked those photos I took of the old oak tree, but I can't see Baxter in them. I guess I was too far away. Sorry, Eva. That's okay. Thanks for trying. Then we had a science lesson. We used magnifying glasses to look really close at leaves, rocks, and bugs. Suddenly, Zara hooted. Everyone turned to look. I just used the magnifying glass to look at my photos, and Eva, look! Oh, did she find Baxter? There he was, really tiny at the back of Zara's photo. My little Baxter. But who's that with him? It looks like a squirrel. Oh no. I knew it. Those stinky squirrels did have something to do with Baxter going missing. I was super angry, and I couldn't stop talking about it all day. Oh no. As we were leaving school, Zach spoke up first. Not all squirrels are bad, Eva. I used to have a pet squirrel named Harley. He was lovely. It's true, Eva. Squirrels can be nice and cute. You shouldn't blame them before we know what actually happened. That's a fair assessment. I can't believe what Lucy said next. Oh no, she's upset. That's why she's upset at her friend. Baxter likes to chase squirrels as much as they like to chase him, so whatever happens is probably as much Baxter's fault as the squirrels. It's not Baxter's fault that he is missing. It's the squirrels' fault. I felt bad for yelling. I was just so worried about Baxter. I kept talking about the squirrels during dinner. Then as I was going to sleep, Humphrey bashed through the door. Hey, it's true what your friend said. Squirrels can be cool. Oh no. But they smell and they steal our food. You say the same thing about me. Anyways, they don't all smell and they don't all steal food when they're hungry. And they only steal food when they're hungry. They don't always steal food, is what he was saying prior. Huh. Okay. If you say so, stinkums. Hey, watch it. Smelly sleep well. Diary, I'm still sure the squirrels have done something to Baxter. What if they let him off into the woods and he got lost? Why else would he still be missing? I can think of something. Let me know if you guys can think of a reason why Baxter is missing. Go ahead and put that in the comments. Chapter 7. Baxter, the hero. Saturday. I woke up feeling really bad that I had been so pushy with my friends about the squirrels. I thought that was the end of the Baxter bunch. But then Lucy showed up, ready to look for Baxter. Thanks for coming. So sorry about yesterday. Don't worry, Eva. We all understand what a hard time this is for you. Those are some very compassionate friends. We made a list of everything we knew so we could find Baxter. 1. Baxter chases squirrels. 2. Squirrels chase Baxter. 3. Lots of squirrels live under an old oak tree. 4. George heard squeaks coming from an old oak tree. Or from the old oak tree. 5. Baxter's collar was found on the old oak tree. And 6. A photo showed Baxter near the old oak tree on Tuesday. Lucy, the squirrels in the old oak tree must have something to do with Baxter going missing. We have to search that tree until we find him. I agree. Let's call the others and ask them to meet us there. We'll meet you there. She has like a little phone tree with everybody calling each other. When we got to the tree, there were squirrels everywhere. Look, all our posters are gone. I'm going to find out what those squirrels are up to. Eva, hang on. Watch, they're doing something with the posters. Yeah, what are they doing? I don't know. But let's find out. We all watch the squirrels. Oh no. The squirrels... The squirrels were squeezing posters, what and everything they could find into the little hole in the tree trunk. Are they making like a warm? Are they trying to keep it warm? Why are they stuffing things into that hole? They're just being squirrels. Weird squirrels. Squirrels are weird, her friend says. Hang on, what's that noise? Squeaking. It's Baxter, I'm sure of it. I darted over to the hole. The squirrels looked so sad. I'd never seen them look like that before. Then I peeked in the tree trunk and saw. Oh no. Baxter, he was there, right down the bottom of the hole. And he was holding a tiny baby squirrel in his arms. Oh! Baxter's a hero. He must have squeezed in there to save the baby squirrels. His collar must have come off when he climbed in, and he got stuck because the hole is too small for his wings to fly out. Look, the squirrels have been bringing him food and acorn cups for water, and they've been putting the posters and things into the hole to try to help him climb out. They weren't being weird. They were trying to save him. That's nice. Thank you, squirrels, and don't worry, we'll get your baby out of there. Oh, it's just the same two squirrels. We took off our Baxter t-shirts and put them into the hole. Baxter started to climb up the pile of shirts with the baby squirrels in his arms. They're still too far down. Don't worry, I have an idea. I remembered Baxter's best trick. I flew down to the ground, grabbed some twigs, and quickly twisted into a loop. Baxter jumped. Baxter jumped right up out of the hole, through the hole, and into my arms. I was so happy to have Baxter back. The squirrel family looked happy to have their baby back, too. I have to admit it, but they looked pretty cute. Let's see here what happens. Back at home, I gave Baxter his favorite meal. Then I read him his favorite story. It's so incredible to have him home. Oh, and Diary, I was so wrong about squirrels. I'll never call anyone a squirrelhead again, or only if they've done something really sweet. Oh, okay, so now she's going to change it from a bad thing to a good thing. Now, I need to find a way to thank everyone who helped me find Baxter. I know. I'll throw a thank you party tomorrow. Ooh. Chapter 8. Let's party. Sunday. Hi, Diary. We partied all day long. Do you want to know where? At the old oak tree, of course. Everyone who helped Baxter came to the party, even Humphrey's band. It was such a hoot. Well, yeah, live music, dancing. I flew home with Baxter after the party. Lucy, George, and Holly flew with us. I can't wait for school tomorrow. I've written a great story for the contest. Me too. I came up with a cool idea after our story making club paint fight. How's your story coming along, Eva? Ah! I totally forgot about the story contest tomorrow. But suddenly, I had the best story idea ever. I stayed up writing until the sun was high in the sky. Oh, she stayed up really late. 9. A special visitor. Monday. Hi, Diary. Something amazing happened at school today. We have a special guest today. Everyone, please give a warm welcome to Rebecca Owlt, the author of Owl Ninja books. I'm so excited to be here, and I can't wait to hear your stories. We get to read their stories to an actual author. That's pretty cool. I do not know why my phone is beeping. Oh, it's beeping at me for lunches. They want to know. They want everybody to know what they're having for lunch. My apologies. I couldn't believe it. The actual author of Owl Ninja books was here in our actual classroom. We shared our stories. They were wing-tastic. George's story was about a dragon who befriended an owl. Macy's story was about an owl who goes to the big city. Hallie's story was about a magic paintbrush. A magic paintbrush? What a magic paintbrush. Sue's story was about Princess Sue. But of course it was. And Carlos' comic strip story was about Captain Owlsome. But Sarah's photo story was my favorite. It was beautiful and funny. Then it was my turn to share. You're up, Eva. I believe you have a special guest, too. That's right. My story is all about Baxter, the best pet in the world. After I finished my story, Rebecca Owlett flew to the front of the room. I love hearing your story. There are so many flaptastic writers in this class. It was hard to choose, but the winner is Zara. I was so happy for Zara. She deserved to win, and she said she'd share the books with the class. I wanted to win, but really, the best prize is having Baxter back. That's a good point. Then Rebecca said we could ask her questions. I put my wing up. How do you think up all your storylines? Well, it's not easy. I just try to write about what I know and about what makes me happy. What about you, Eva? What do you like to write about? I thought really hard before I answered. I like to write about things I know and about what makes me happy too, like my friends and my family, but I also like to write about things I thought I knew, but got wrong. Like squirrels. It turns out they're pretty cool. Luckily, I have Baxter to teach me this. He's pretty smart. He's also great He's also great to write stories about. I love you, Baxter. See you soon, Diary. And that's the end. These are some pretty cool books. I like these books a lot. If you guys have any new ideas or different books you'd like me to read, go ahead and leave those in the comments as well. And we can absolutely look into them. I do try to check this as often as possible. As long as I am not working like a crazy long day, I'll always hop on and try to put some books on for you. Okay. Everybody, have a great night. This is book number 2. This was the second part of the story. Go to sleep. And we'll see you tomorrow with our brand new set of books. I think we're going to go and do some more Magic Treehouse. I believe there is some more Bailey City School Kids. And I actually cannot believe this, but I have some Boxcar Children books. They're a bit older. Well, about me old. But we'll try a couple of those too. You guys can let me know. Everybody have a good night.